Hey guys, welcome back to the greatest female YouTuber channel. As y'all can see by the title, so today's video is gonna be a little bit different from what I usually do. I'm gonna be opening up in this video and I'm gonna be completely vulnerable. I'm gonna let y'all in on my thought process. I'm gonna let y'all in my head. And yeah, we're just gonna get straight into it. So I have started doing YouTube when I want to say like 19 maybe. No, I was 20 years old when I started YouTube, right? And I am now 23 years old. I'll be turning 24 next year. So it will be an entirety of 4 years very soon. Actually, I started YouTube in January in 2021. So yeah, do the math. So I've been doing YouTube for a very long time. And when I started YouTube, I really started YouTube because I see myself like just being a YouTuber, and I just generally enjoyed it. And then obviously you can make money from it. And also I just literally like to talk. I just love to talk. So my first YouTube video was like a question video. So I don't know if you ever seen them YouTubers named like BJ from Bruv. They would have like a topic video and they would just like talk about the topic. So like they would be talking about like, oh, like why do women cheat or something like that. So like that was kind of like how I started my YouTube channel. My first video was like, oh, like do's and don'ts in the talking stage or something like that. I don't really remember, but yeah. So along my journey, I started trying new things. So I did some vlogs, I did some sit down videos, I did some challenge videos, so like truth or drink videos, spelling bee videos. There's so many videos that I literally put on private. There was like one video I deleted because I just feel like it just didn't even align with me, and I was just doing it just so I could like post something at the time. So I deleted that video. But yeah, and then like I just went back to the vlogs and some try on hauls also. And I just feel like none of that stuff really aligned with me. And I didn't know it at the time, but like now that I'm getting older and like I'm doing more self-work and I'm trying to unlearn things that I picked up from the world or people around me and like social media and all stuff like that. And I'm just at a point in my life where I just want to only do things that align with my future self, that align with the stuff that I really genuinely want to do. And like future Tajane, future Taj. So with that being said, I just realized that my YouTube channel just doesn't fit me. Like the whole vlog things are cool. Like it's not that bad. The whole challenge things is cool and it's not that bad. But I just feel like that's not what I want for my channel, if that makes sense. I'm sorry if you hear something, but that's my dog just pitter-pattering all around. So yeah, like it's just not what I want to do with my channel. Like it's just not what type of content that I want to put on and that I want to post. So I'm going to be doing a whole like rebrand, and I'm making this video to let you guys know that that's why I just been inconsistent. And I didn't know it at the time, but I know it now. It's just because it just wasn't true to myself and it just didn't align with me, like personally. I was just doing it because I'm like, okay, this is what other people do on their channels. Like people post vlogs, people post try on hauls and stuff like that, and they blow up from that. Like that's how they gain their followings and stuff like that. And that's just not how I want to gain my followers, and that's just not how I see myself. And I just had to come to that realization and put that change out that like I just want to be. Me saying like put that change out that I want to be is because I just genuinely feel like a lot of the youth and a lot of people my age and even older people, I'm talking about people in their 30s, 40s, 50s. Let me not even put an age. I'm gonna just say people in general. A lot of people don't do like the deep diving and like the deep work to really figure out like who they are as a person. So a lot of the times you just fall victim to your environment, people around you, that's also your environment, just your environment in general. Unless like you just live a life that you don't want to live, and it's like you become miserable, you become bitter, you become resentful. It's just like you just living a not so good life. And I know I don't want that for myself. So obviously that's why I'm doing it. But I'm also saying that because that's like a little bit of what I see my future self as. Like, I genuinely like to speak life into people. I genuinely like to just talk. Like, I love to have deep conversations. I love to get people to think. I love to get people to just, like, you know, find their real authentic self. And I just want to find a way how to incorporate that with my YouTube channel. As of right now, I do not know how I'm going to do that, like, at all. And that's just the next chapter of my life that I'm about to step into, that I'm about to work towards, is to just figure out, like, what do I want to bring to YouTube? What do I want to bring to the world in general? And on TikTok, I feel like I'm doing that, you know? On my TikTok page, I talk a lot. I talk about stuff that's on my mind. I talk about stuff that's political. I talk about stuff that's just, like, wrong that I see with the world, that I see with people, whatever. And I generally feel like I'm living more of my truth. I'm living more of who I am to the core, like deep down inside, on TikTok. And I just want to figure out how to do that with YouTube, because I genuinely do love YouTube. Like, besides, like, all of the, like, how I said in the beginning, like, oh, like, I always seen myself doing it, and like, oh, you can make money from it. But aside from all of that stuff, like how I said before, I just like to talk and I like to get deep. And I want to be that platform where people could talk and people could, like, express themselves. We could all help each other and build a community, you know, with the people that are like-minded, you know, just build a community. And I just want to be that person. I want to be that face. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that. And yeah, all of my subscribers, I think I have like 290 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. I love that you guys are subscribed to me and still subscribe to me, even though I'm not consistent, even though I don't really post. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you. You don't even know how much I appreciate you. So yeah, just putting that out there too, because it's like, also another thing too I'm learning is, like, I'm learning how to realize, like, the small things, the small wins, and to see, like, the positive and stuff, because it's easier for you to just look at something negative, like, you know. And then, like, how people say, like, you're living in a prayer that you used to pray, or like you're living in a truth or an answer or whatever, and you have the answer to something that you used to pray about. And that is so true, and I'm just trying to live by that. I have this, like, gratitude jar, so, like, every time I genuinely feel, like, happiness or genuinely feel like I've done something good, I write it down on a sticky note and I put it in a jar. I don't feel like getting up to show it to y'all, but I did make a TikTok about it. But you see what I'm talking about? So yeah, like, and then when it gets full to the top, I'm gonna open it. But that's just one way. That's like a long-term way, you know? Or I'm gonna open it whenever I just want to see how far I came. But, like, I want to have a reminder of that every day. Like, I want to know, like, you know, you're doing good every day. So that's another journey that I'm working on, you know, to see how far I came and stuff like that, and to give myself grace. And another reason why I do want to keep my YouTube channel, I'm just trying to rebrand myself, rebrand my page, deconstruct everything and take out everything that doesn't align with me anymore. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, I lost my train of thought, so I'm just talking about something else. Another thing I wanted to talk about too is, like, when I first started YouTube, I was doing stuff that me right now would never fucking do. Like, I would literally never do. I would never put myself in these situations. I would never do stuff like that. And I used to beat myself up a lot. Like, I used to be like, oh my gosh, like, when I get the fame, people are gonna look back at my videos, or like look back at, like, videos I've been in, and they're gonna be probably, like, so disgusted by me. They're probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, is that even the same person? They may even be like, oh, this bitch is a fucking fraud. Like, I don't know, they may, like, say anything and everything. And I literally used to beat myself up, and I literally used to be like, why would I do that? Like, why the fuck would I do that? And I had to learn to just give myself grace. Like, younger Taj didn't even have the brain that Taj right now has. And even Taj in the future, in like a year, even like a couple of months, it's not gonna have the same brain that I have right now. So I just learned to, like, give myself grace for fucking up and making mistakes. And it's just, like, the sad thing about it, which made me even, like, freak out in the first place, is because it's on the internet. So it's like people could, like, go back and refer to it, like, and it's out of my control. Like, it's not something that I could just delete or whatever. It's on, like, someone else's platform. So yeah, and it's just like, I hate that. Like, I feel like I degraded myself. I feel like it was just so stupid. I feel like I was just doing it because it's just like, oh, the opportunity is here. I want to do YouTube anyway. So I'm thinking this is a good like connection, you know. And then while I'm talking about it right now, I just realized like younger Taj had to go through that in order for me right now to know that like you don't have to take every opportunity, like, you know. And I just wasn't thinking about it that way at that time. So that's another reason why I'm going to give myself grace. And I'm also going to give myself grace because it's all a part of the process. It's like, yes, it's so embarrassing. And yes, like people may see that shit and be like, oh my fucking gosh, ill. But at the end of the day, this is my journey, you know. And who are you to judge? Like, you've done stuff that was messed up too. Not messed up, but like you've done stuff that doesn't align with you right now also. So, you know, it's just like, be a nice person, but you know, everybody's not a nice person. So it's just like, I don't really care anymore. And it took a lot for me to even get to this point, because when I tell y'all, I used to like, literally, I'd be thinking about that shit. And I'd be like, oh my fucking gosh, like this is so fucking bad. This is so embarrassing. But yeah, I just let that go. I live and I learn, and I'm so proud of myself now. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. So yeah. And then also like I just realized like that's just a part of my journey to like content as well. Like, you know, some people blow up overnight, some people don't. Some people they have a slower burn. Some people process takes 10 years, some people process take 4, some people process take 2. At the end of the day, like I'm learning to enjoy the journey. And like I feel like I said this before, and like the video I made when it was titled I'm Stuck, I'm not too sure, or I made a TikTok about it, one of the two, but I know I talked about it. And I was talking about how people say like enjoy, it was TikTok, people be like, oh, enjoy the journey, like the destination doesn't matter. And it's like when you're young and you're just trying to like achieve something, that doesn't register to you. I'm not gonna say when you're young, because some people probably do get it when they're young, but me, I'm just saying me actually. Like me, I didn't understand that, like, and it took me a long time to get to that, like the mindset where I could understand. Because now that I'm actually like trying to chase something, now that I'm actually being like, you know what, no, I'm gonna like put my dreams first and like do this and do that, and like the stuff that I'm learning along the way is molding my character and is like building character development. And I generally feel like it's like when I make it, it's like I'm gonna appreciate it even more, because it's like the grind, all the, you know, the what the fuck, all of the sacrifices, all of the core life lessons that I've learned. It's like it's gonna stick with me. And you know, I feel like that's more impactful. And I seen a TikTok today, and it was just talking about how like inconvenience, like you can find beauty in the inconvenience. It's actually a good thing that things don't always go your way, because you just enjoy life more. So like she wasn't talking about it necessarily in like a like chasing your dreams kind of way. She was just talking about it in a way like, oh, she was at an amusement park with some friends. Some friends were rich and some friends weren't. So the rich friends, they bought like an easy pass, right? And they were just like, and then other friends that couldn't afford the easy pass, they was like, yeah, we're just gonna stand on the long line. And the rich friends were just like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna keep riding it and riding it until you get to the front, right? And then she was like how she could have had an easy pass, and those people that had the easy pass were just gonna keep going on. And like to the eye, it's like, you know, you think that that's fine or whatever. But she was able to realize, like, while they were waiting on the line to get to the ride, they had amazing conversations. Like, they were building up just a connection, I guess, deepening the connection that they have. Like, just little stuff like that. And I feel like that's so beautiful. Like, even she has stitched a video. Like, the video that she has stitched was like the guy that be on the train asking people questions. And he was just like, or the person that they were interviewing was like, oh, when you go to a restaurant, like basically making reservations is really not that like, not good. I don't know the word to use, so I'm just gonna say good, but take that with a grain of salt. Like, it's not good, because because like someone that has a reservation, they just go in and get seated, whatever, they eat, they join, they leave. But the people that have to wait for a table to be open, it's like they can explore the area that they're in. Like, they could walk around and they can just like I don't know. It's just like so many different possibilities. Like you can just be walking down the block and you can see like a tattoo shop and y'all can just go get a tattoo. It don't gotta be that spontaneous. I'm just saying, like, maybe I'm saying that because that's something I've done before. Like got a spontaneous tattoo. It's actually this one right here. I vlogged that too, but I took that down. Not because of the reason that I did. It was because it got copyrighted. But yeah, like it could just be anything, like anything that you can think of, anything that you're into is like you could run like past it. Or it could even be something that you're not into. It could be something that like you've always wanted to try and you're walking and you're like, oh my gosh, I seen this place like on TikTok. Like, oh my gosh, people talk about it. Like, let's go in. You get what I'm trying to say? So like, it's just like it's beauty in the inconvenience. And yeah, that line is like so perfect. And yeah. Another thing too is like I'm really not into like the superficial stuff anymore. Like, bitch, let's talk about fucking capitalism. Like, let's talk about shit. Like, let's talk about how like black people, like the struggles of black people. Like, I want to help my community. I want to help my people. Like, stuff like that. Like, I just want to talk about more deeper stuff. And I just feel like me trying on clothes and shit is just like ill. Like, I just don't want to do it. Like, I just don't want to do it anymore. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, so this process also on top of me trying to figure out like how I'm going to incorporate like the new me and like the future me and like my real goals now that I actually sat down and like learn myself and know myself. Like, yeah, on top of that, like incorporate into YouTube, if that wasn't clear. Yeah, on top of that, I'm also working on unlearning. Yeah, on top of that, I'm also working on unlearning, not learning, the white man's like viewpoints and stuff like that. And just like, I said this earlier, just like stuff that just is toxic to me, stuff that maybe was like projected onto me and it's just truly really not like me. Like, it's truly really not my thoughts. And it's just like, am I just doing this because I generally want it? Am I buying this because I generally want it? Am I like engaging in this because I generally want it? And it's just like, yeah, I'm just at that phase and I'm just at that area of my life right now. And I'm not playing around my life anymore. Like, this is not a fucking game. Like, I have dreams and I have super big dreams that I'm going to achieve. So it's just like, I'm not playing anymore. Like, I locked in, but I locked in for like superficial, like wrong ways. So now I'm just like stepping into a new chapter to really lock in, like for real, like how I'm supposed to. Not really how I'm supposed to, because there's no real like real thing, but like my future self, basically. That's what this whole video is about. Just stepping into future Tajane. Just, yeah. And I'm super excited. Y'all, my hair could fit in a bun now. Hopefully that didn't look stupid. But yeah, I cut my hair into a pixie fucking cut, like maybe in the summertime. And now it fits into a bun. Even though I had to straighten my hair for, not really straighten it, but like blow dry that bitch and like pass a flat iron. So it could go in a bun. Yeah. And even that in itself, like I was genuinely like, bro, like the white man made us not even want to walk outside with our hair just like wet. I mean, not wet, but like fresh in its natural state. Like just little shit like that just like pisses me off. And it's like I fall victim to it, but you know, I'm working, I'm learning. It's a process. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I truly again appreciate everyone that is subscribed and stays subscribed to me. I really love y'all and thank you for rocking with me. I hope that my journey, you know, maybe you can relate to it. Maybe I inspire you in some type of way. Like, I hope I inspire you in some type of way, because that's generally like my goal, to inspire and to get people to really like get out there, chase your dreams, do everything that you want, on top of other stuff which we'll get to like another time. So yeah, just thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. Unsubscribe if you want to. Follow my TikTok if you want to. Yeah, comment down below ideas too, like really help me, because I promise y'all I'm so lost. Like, I'm so lost, and that's okay. Old me would have been like, oh my god, I'm lost, I'm crying. But like now I'm just like, it's okay. Like, I'm so happy for my growth, y'all don't even understand. this is like a real good thing for me. Even me recording this video and talking about this is like so good for me. It's healing, and I feel like I'm moving in the right direction. So yeah, thank you so much. Comment down below ideas, comment down below stuff that you feel like would be good and that would align with me. Just help me out. So yeah, thank you. Love you guys. Peace out. Oh yeah, one more thing. I feel like y'all get the gist, but what I'm just basically saying is like, I'm just gonna make this more about me, more about my interests, and just true to me. And then one thing I want to say is you guys should listen to this song called Video by India.Arie. That song is so good. Like, the message in it is so fucking good, so beautiful. I just found out about that song. Another thing too, like, I'm taking on music that just is bullshit. Like, it's just fucking stupid. I'm excited about this journey. Like, I'm doing real good. So yeah, now really bye. Peace out. Love you guys.